Assalamu alaikum and welcome to PJME's official YouTube channel। पाकिस्तान की तो हम बात कर रहे हैं कि इस वक्त किस चौराहे पे खड़ा है। प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, बड़ी सीरियस प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही हैं और ये जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं ये आप कहो कि रिलेटेड हैं एक्सटर्नली अफ़गानिस्तान में। हम खुशकिस्मत हैं कि हमारे पास एक तगड़ा प्राइम मिनिस्टर है जिसने बड़ा क्लियरली बोल दिया हम किसी की साइड नहीं लेंगे, क्योंकि पहले लेते रहे ना और फिर आपने ख़ुमियाज़ा भी उसका भुगता है। तो ये एक अच्छी बात है कि वज़ीर आज़म ने कहा है कि भाई जो भी उधर जीतेगा हम उसको तस्लीम करेंगे और हम उसके साथ अच्छे रिलेशंस रखेंगे, जो कि होता है। क्योंकि कहीं भी किसी मुल्क में आप चले जाएं जो कोई इलेक्ट होकर आता है तो क्या आपके रिलेशंस आप उनके साथ नहीं रखते, हर एक के साथ रखते हैं। हमारे तो पाकिस्तान में अगर मिलिट्री भी आती है दुनिया के रिलेशंस ठीक होते हैं। डेमोक्रेसी भी आती है जिसके अंदर आप ही लोग शोर करते हैं वो चोर है, ये चोर है, फलाना चोर है, वो आ जाते हैं ऊपर, आपके रिलेशंस फिर भी ठीक होते हैं। तो मैं समझता हूँ प्राइम मिनिस्टर इमरान खान ने अच्छी बात की है, लेकिन इस बात के साथ साथ आपने देखा है कि हमें प्रेशर कितना डाल रहे हैं। FATF पे क्या कर रहा है। 27 से 26 नुकात हमने एग्री कर लिए, तस्लीम किए, मनाया, लेकिन आपने अभी तक हमें इस पे रखा हुआ है FATF की ग्रे लिस्ट के ऊपर। एंड आई थिंक इट्स अ ट्रेवेस्टी ऑफ जस्टिस of what FATF is doing to Pakistan. This is just not acceptable. And in the long run, let me tell you, how long is a piece of string? You can pull it so much, and remember, it'll break. So don't let Pakistan go to that level. Then Pakistan couldn't give a monkey to the rest of the world if you start doing it. फिर आप क्या करोगे? You'll be making an eastern bloc and a western bloc, and we don't want that. We've got to be living, cohabiting. We've got to be living together as a global village. But to put unnecessary pressure for a political cause by the Americans, well, that's not on. IMF, another instrument जो कि आप use कर रहे हो, World Bank आप use कर रहे हो, they're all under the Americans, protection. And since this broadcast is going around the world, let me speak in English. You've seen rest of the countries where Americans try and influence you and then later on ditch you like a piece of sugarcane, a squashed sugarcane. So be careful. We acknowledge Americans as a superpower, but superpowers only remain superpower if they behave like one. If they don't behave like one, I'm sorry to say, then you lose your respect internationally as you have done in the past. But please recoup that reputation, recoup that image. But what's happening right now is that as far as Pakistan is concerned, pressuring Pakistan into opening air bases in Pakistan means that the Americans have failed miserably by staying in Afghanistan for such a long time and not coming to a solution, and now taking or asking Pakistan to give them air bases here so they can do their business out there. It doesn't work like that. Talibans, yes, they were bad Talibans, but there are good Talibans as well. So what we need to do is single out and negotiate with those who reason. And when you reason, you'll get something out of it. By killing people, remember one thing: you kill one person, the child who remains will come back in 20 years' time and bomb your places. Let me tell you, it's a fact of life, because the hate you're creating by killing unnecessary people is only going to create unnecessary consequences. It's not going to work. Look at Vietnam. How many people have been damaged in the American forces for what has been done there? But today is a different world. Today is a world where, as far as I'm concerned, Pakistan is a country which looks for peace, tranquility, and of course, friendship all around. But we have, sadly, a government on the other side of the RSS who are cleansing people ethnically, what you see they've done in Kashmir. Wake up. They're killing people, innocent people in Kashmir. Please wake up. no matter what they say. We accept India as a superpower, but superpowers again don't mean that you go and kill helpless people. They're Muslims. There are good Muslims, there are bad Muslims. There are soft Muslims, there are hard Muslims, and so on forth in any religion. Hinduism, you see the same. You see it in Christianity, you see it in any other religion, Buddhists, you see that. But what we need to do is come up to a conclusion where we need international peace. Unless Kashmir solution is not resolved, Pakistan will always remain in a turmoil because it's not backing off from its stance supporting the Indians, the Kashmiris. And we've already seen indigenous movements in India, of the Tamils, of the Mizus, of the Nagas, Khalistan movement, Kashmir movement, all kinds of movement, Assam, Tripura. We are seeing all kinds of indigenous movements. Why? When there is injustice, remember, things will boil up. Why did the empire fall down? The Raj, why did it go down? Because there was a culminating point, and enough was enough. So we've got to start thinking, learning from our past experience. We've got to start thinking, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? The times of wars is over. The times of guns and killing people is over. It's the time where we need to unite together economically. We've got to get agriculture up there. We've got to save the earth, the environment. You don't save the environment, you'll perish. We only have 5% of water in the world. You really think this will suffice? We've got to start caring for water. At one time, living in England, we used to have drinking water from a tap. We used to have drinking water in Pakistan, India, everywhere, drinking water. But why is it now that we're on mineral water? Because the contamination is so hard, so bad, that we have to take that. If you don't, well, you get diarrhea, you get kidney problems, you get liver problems, all sorts of problems. So the message in this program is we have to live very sensibly, and this is a message to the Americans in particular. Don't make India your proxy little tool. Indians, there are good Indians. Pakistanis, there are good Pakistanis. But to divide them by creating all kinds of nonsensical situations, my dear fellow Americans, please understand that you will be creating a theater for the Third World War. Let me tell you that now. It's as serious as that. Enough is enough. Please start creating situations, good situations in India, in Pakistan, in other countries, so everybody lives harmony, in harmony, which we are not seeing right now. Take care of yourselves and look after yourself.